At the start of the story, we are introduced to a sniper named Sam, a man assigned to eliminate a corrupt mayor. He is not working alone. By his side is his spotter and longtime partner Ken. Both of them are former British Special Forces soldiers who now operate in the world of private military work. As they wait for their target to appear, the two pass the time talking about life, death, and whether God truly exists. Sam believes there is nothing beyond death, that when life ends, everything simply stops. Ken sees things differently. He believes God is real and that there is something waiting after life ends. The conversation drifts into lighter territory when Ken mentions that he has already booked a hotel in Amsterdam for the two of them in a couple of weeks. He wants a proper vacation together, especially with Amsterdam's famous nightlife. Sam listens but gives no promises. Not long after, their target finally arrives. Outside the mayor's office, angry citizens are protesting, fully aware of his corruption and illegal weapons dealings. Yet the mayor ignores them completely, openly showing affection to his wife as if nothing is wrong. When Sam takes the shot, everything goes wrong. The mayor's wife accidentally looks in his direction and instinctively steps in front of her husband. The first shot misses its intended target. Ken urges Sam to stay focused and take the shot again. On the second attempt, Sam succeeds.
God damn it, you have to take...
The mayor is dead and the two men immediately move to escape. As the consequences of that single pull of the trigger begin to close in, this is take cover. As Sam and Ken head toward their extraction point, they realize the mayor's men are already closing in. With no other choice, Sam and Ken rush back into the building, fighting their way through several attackers. When they finally make it outside again, more enemies are waiting. They are surrounded, captured, and it seems there is no way out, while police and FBI units are still on their way. Just as they are about to be restrained, Sam suddenly fights back. After taking down their captors, Sam and Ken sprint west and leap down into a garbage truck. Moments later, police and FBI forces arrive, but Sam and Ken are already gone. Soon after, the two are on a plane heading back to England. Ken notices Sam looks unsettled. Sam admits the mission shook him, especially because he nearly killed the wrong person. Ken tries to calm him, insisting that both the mayor and his wife deserved what happened. They were not innocent people. Not long after, Sam receives a call from their boss, Tamara, checking on the mission. Sam assures her that everything went smoothly, but Tamara can tell immediately that Sam is struggling. She knows the incident has affected him more than he lets on, and she even offers to send a psychologist. Sam refuses, saying he will be fine and that there is no need to worry. A few hours later, Sam and Ken finally arrive back in England. Before they part ways, Ken reminds Sam that their Amsterdam trip is coming up in 2 weeks since the hotel is already booked. He leaves the decision to Sam whether he will come along or not. After that, they head home separately in different vehicles. In the days that follow, Sam is shown living a quiet, isolated life. His house sits deep in the forest, where he spends his mornings jogging among the trees. He fills his time with simple work like chopping wood and maintaining his gear. One day, while cleaning his weapons, Sam receives another call from his boss, Tamara. By now, he has been deliberately ignoring her calls. At the same moment, a wolf suddenly appears near Sam's home, forcing him to raise his rubber gun in defense. The animal stares at him for a while, then calmly disappears back into the forest. A few minutes later, Tamara keeps calling nonstop. Annoyed and unable to avoid it any longer, Sam finally answers. Tamara tells him she wants to meet in Amsterdam. After the call ends, Sam immediately thinks of Ken, who is already vacationing in Amsterdam. Not long after, Sam arrives in the city, where Ken is waiting to pick him up. Ken jokes about how he thought Sam might have been killed by the mayor's men. On the way to the hotel, Ken mentions that Tamara also contacted him the day before to arrange a meeting that same week. Both of them already know what that means. Tamara is planning to assign them another mission. Still, before anything work-related happens, Ken insists on enjoying Amsterdam for 2 full days. When they arrive at the hotel, the manager greets them and escorts them to the top floor, where Ken had booked a room long in advance. The room turns out to be extremely luxurious. It is spacious, overlooking the city, with even the bed made of silk. Sam is surprised and wonders why Ken booked a place this extravagant. Ken explains that the hotel was actually paid for by their boss, Tamara. As the manager prepares to open the glass curtains, Sam asks him to keep them closed. The manager mentions how beautiful the sunset view is, but Sam insists. He is still on high alert, worried that the mayor's remaining men could be watching them. After the manager leaves, Sam finally opens up. He says that during the upcoming meeting, he plans to refuse any new mission because he has decided to retire. Ken is clearly upset. To him, Sam is the perfect partner, and he urges Sam to think carefully before making such a final decision. Sam explains that the death of the mayor's wife still haunts him. He also believes that even without him, Ken can continue to be an excellent sniper or spotter. In the end, Ken respects Sam's choice. He even begins to question whether he should retire as well. Not long after, two women arrive at the room and offer to give Ken a massage. Ken quickly lies back and relaxes, while Sam declines and chooses to sit nearby, simply talking instead. Sam asks the women their names. The one wearing green is Lily from Ukraine, and the one in red is Mona from Mexico. Since Sam refuses the massage, Mona tries to lighten the mood by saying she can read fortunes. Sam plays along and lets her read what is in his heart at that moment. Mona predicts that Sam will live longer than all three of them. She also claims that deep down, Sam has strong faith and truly believes in God. Hearing this, Ken bursts into laughter, since Sam has always insisted that he does not believe in God at all. Ken then jokes that if Mona has a crystal ball like real fortune tellers, he would tip her $100. To their surprise, Mona immediately rushes off and returns with a crystal ball, amusing both Ken and Sam. Moments later, she admits that the crystal ball is just a fake prop. Not long after, the hotel manager returns with a female staff member to deliver food. Once again, the manager opens the glass curtains, saying the night view is too beautiful to miss. Sam quickly asks him to close them, but before anything can be done, gunfire suddenly erupts toward the room.
Yeah, I'm good. You see him?
Yeah, it's in that tower southwest. Fuck! The shots are off. Give it to me.
Everyone panics, especially Lily and Mona. As Sam reaches for the remote to close the curtains, the female staff member suddenly attacks him.
This.
In the chaos, the enemy sniper accidentally shoots her, killing her mid-attack. A violent struggle breaks out. Sam manages to take down the hotel manager, but in doing so, he falls onto the curtain remote, causing the glass curtains to open even wider. With the room fully exposed, they realize they need help fast and start checking where their phones are. After a quick search, Lily's phone turns out to be the closest within reach. Ken makes a risky move to grab it, narrowly avoiding bullets several times. At the same time, Lily, overwhelmed by shock, suddenly stands up and nearly gets shot. Sam quickly calms her down, reassuring her that everything will be fine. He then tells Ken to call their boss, Tamara, since she is the only one who can help them now. When the call connects, Ken explains their situation and tells her they are under constant sniper fire. Tamara asks who would dare target them and who they have already taken out. She then tells them to hold on. Within 20 minutes, her people will move in and deal with the enemy sniper. A short while later, they are suddenly attacked again. The hotel manager, somehow still alive, launches another assault. Ken steps in just in time and manages to throw the manager out of the hotel. But as Ken takes cover behind a door, the enemy sniper lands a shot.
Ken?
Ken is badly wounded and bleeding, but he is still alive. 10 minutes later, Sam receives another call from Tamara, telling him it is safe to come out because her people have taken down the enemy sniper. To confirm it, Sam is instructed to look toward the west, where Tamara's team will signal him with blinking lights. After seeing the signal, Sam finally feels a sense of relief. It seems they can leave the hotel safely. But just as Sam is about to move, Mona urges him to stay alert. The moment Sam looks toward the window, he is suddenly shot. It becomes instantly clear to him that the sniper who has been targeting them all along is actually working for Tamara. Sam realizes this was never a rescue. It was a setup. Sam understands that Tamara ordered the attack because he planned to retire. She depended on him too much and could not accept losing her best asset. Sam also figures out how she knew about his decision and why Ken was targeted as well. Tamara had the entire hotel room bugged, and she knew Ken would likely retire too if Sam walked away. Gunfire continues relentlessly. In the chaos, Lily panics and runs out of hiding, only to be shot and killed. The situation grows even worse. Now only Sam and Mona remain. Sam tries to reach the remote to close the glass curtains, but the device is broken. The curtains will not move. At the same time, Tamara makes it clear that every system in the room has been compromised, including their phones. Sam realizes she is also watching him through the room's CCTV cameras, so he quickly destroys them. This only fuels Tamara's anger. She makes it clear she will never let Sam leave alive, especially since the hotel door can only be unlocked through her system. Soon after, Sam hears Tamara's men approaching. He tells Mona to hide, while he dives behind a table. There, he finds Ken's weapon and immediately uses it to take down one of the snipers through a gap in the furniture. The moment he succeeds, he is met with heavy fire from Tamara's remaining men, and Sam charges into the fight. One of Tamara's men manages to grab Mona as a hostage. Sam appears to surrender, but at the last second, he fires and eliminates the threat. After clearing out the attackers inside the hotel, Mona wonders if they can still survive. Sam is unsure. More enemies will keep coming, and his sniper rifle is still out of reach at the far end of the room. Mona then hands Sam a photo of her child and asks him to promise that if she dies and he survives, he will adopt her daughter. Almost immediately after, more of Tamara's men arrive, forcing Sam into another brutal fight. As Sam is about to be shot by the last remaining attacker, a sudden gunshot drops the enemy first. It turns out Mona has saved him using Sam's rifle. Sadly, she is then killed by a sniper. Sam picks up his weapon and opens fire on the sniper positioned at the end of the building. In the end, the final sniper is taken down. Despite surviving the assault, Sam still cannot escape. The hotel door remains locked under Tamara's control. Moments later, Sam discovers that Ken is still alive. He rushes him onto the bed. Ken makes it clear that there is only one possible way out. They will have to jump from the building, but with their room at the very top floor, survival seems almost impossible. Not long after, they are attacked again, this time by a drone controlled by Tamara. Sam fires at it repeatedly, but the drone proves far tougher than expected. While Sam is focused on the threat, Ken is busy with something else inside the room, silently assembling an object using the silk sheets from the bed. At one point, Sam notices a gas stove stored on the balcony. Without hesitation, he detonates it. The explosion destroys the drone in midair. Once the threat is gone, Sam rushes back to Ken, only to find that Ken has already died. Nearby, Sam sees what Ken was working on. The silk fabric has been carefully assembled, and Sam immediately understands Ken's final plan. Meanwhile, dozens of Tamara's men are making their way up to the top floor. Sam steps out onto the balcony and jumps, using the silk construction Ken made as a makeshift parachute. Against all odds, Sam survives the fall and escapes. Several months later, the story shifts to Dubai. Tamara is seen relaxing while talking on the phone, unaware that the person on the other end is Sam, now ready to take his revenge. She remains confident, believing Sam could never find her, especially after leaving her home country. That confidence vanishes when Sam makes it clear he knows she is in Dubai. Panic sets in. Tamara quickly leaves the airport while still on the call. Near a restroom, a young girl is seen playing a game and casually moving a toilet sign. Tamara ends the call, convinced Sam cannot reach her, and tells her men to stay alert while she heads into the restroom. At the same time, a janitor enters the same area. That janitor is Sam. Gunshots ring out. Two of Tamara's men rush inside, followed by more gunfire. When everything goes quiet, Sam walks out carrying the young girl. She is Mona's daughter, now officially adopted by Sam. So the moral of the story is, if your boss pays for a luxury hotel, books Amsterdam trips, and insists you never retire, maybe just quit early and block the number before things get weird.